Year after year, Paris is routinely named on lists of top cities in the world to eat. The French capital is bursting at the seams, with a brilliant arrangement of bouchons, brasseries, and swanky bistros. Over the years, Paris has become increasingly cosmopolitan. While you'll always be able to find traditional French grub in town, in modern times you can also find chefs dishing out delicacies, borrowing flavors from all over the globe. So without further ado, Viewcation is proud to present the best restaurants in Paris you have to try. Comice. Most of Paris's world-famous haute cuisine is simply too pricey for most travelers to experience. That being said, Michelin star-rated Comice from famed Canadian chef Noam Gedeloff and his equally talented wife, sommelier Athelia Hananova, offers culinary indulgences that won't break the bank. The aesthetics of the establishment are likewise very balanced. The ambiance has been described as both relaxed and elegant. Hananova's wine selection, which features bottles from all around the globe, is downright terrific. The same can be said about Gedeloff's adventurous yet delicate take on contemporary French cooking. We recommend giving the duck foie gras with hazelnuts, balsamic strawberries, and black pepper a go. The roast chicken and polenta with wild mushrooms is also phenomenal. La Poule Au Pot. Chef Jean-François Page, the owner of this La Halle institution, is a culinary artist of the highest caliber. Page, with the help of his wife Elodie, runs several other restaurants in the area. The first thing he did upon taking over this long-revered dining spot was rip out the old wallpaper and cafe curtains and give it a fresh coat of polish. But it essentially feels exactly as it always has, well preserved in all of its glory. The menu, consisting of cuisine bourgeoise, is plated up family style. Onion soup is on the menu daily, and escargot, bone marrow, and frog's legs are always available. We love the Charolais beef fillet and the poached chicken. The puddings are also out of this world. Granite. Right around the corner from the Louvre, the young team over at Granite are destined to earn themselves a star or 3 in the next few years, thanks to their fabulous service, attractive decor, and delightfully crafted dishes. Up-and-coming chef Tom Meyer might only be 28, but he's no stranger to Michelin-starred kitchens. During his time working with 3-star chef Anne-Sophie Pic, Meyer created more than 400 mouth-watering dishes. Now that he has his own restaurant, he's clearly holding nothing back. As you dine at Granite, you'll be taken on a culinary journey from land to sea. The hors d'oeuvres alone are worth coming for. The shiso leaf-cooked tempura style topped with beef consommé is worth trying. Then you have the breaded escargot served with squid ink. It's both savory and crunchy, creating a play of textures and flavors that explodes within your senses. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Le Bistrot Flaubert. Founded in the 80s by chef Michael Rostang, this quaint bistro, adorned with flea market adornments, has recently been taken over by rising chef Nicolas Baumann and star restaurateur Stephanie Manigault. Leading the kitchen is Korean-born chef Sukwan Yong. His Asian take on traditional French bistro cuisine has led to this becoming one of the more satisfying and enticing restaurants in West Paris. Be prepared to sink your teeth into dishes like Korean beef tartare coupled with avocado mousse and puffed rice. The lumache pasta with red curry, kimchi, and rabbit confit is also exquisite. Chez la Mijan. This bistro, headed by chef Stéphane Gégaud, is almost always packed. Gégaud is an expert at delivering gorgeous, traditional bistro food with a few modern tweaks that are so subtle and tasteful that the average foodie won't even notice. The dishes are frequently inspired by southwestern French farmhouse cuisine. The food is so soul-enrichingly satisfying, you won't even be deterred by the somewhat slow service. On the menu are dishes like Parmesan soup with bonito flakes and cabbage, roast lamb with smoky oregano, roasted pigeon with garlic and thyme, and rice pudding. Restaurant Arnaud Nicolas. Chef Arnaud Nicolas has successfully breathed life back into an ancient yet artfully reimagined brand of French cuisine with his handmade sausages, terrines, and pâtés. The restaurant, which can be found in the 7th arrondissement, is adorned with beamed ceilings, exposed stone walls, and matching moldings. You'll be treated to dishes like meat pies and roasts that date back to antiquity. The seasonal menu, featuring an ever-evolving assortment of fresh produce, is sure to awaken your taste buds. The braised beef cheek with carrots and red wine is clearly one of Nicolas's best offerings, but the veal sweetbreads with mushrooms and chocolate soufflé are also divine. La Seine. Chef Stéphanie Leclerc has reinvented traditional haute cuisine for the modern age at this glamorous subterranean eatery. The chef works in an open theater-like kitchen at the front of the room. Instead of a long, drawn-out, stuffy affair, guests are treated to a fun and delightfully amusing dining experience they won't soon forget. The poached langoustines are served with buckwheat, blancmange, and claw meat. The Scottish grouse and morels are cooked to perfection in smoked tea. And for dessert, the ganache, which is made from a Criollo chocolate imported from Venezuela, is made with delicate olive oil. Le Grand Restaurant. Living up to its name, this French institution is known for its stellar veal sweetbreads. If you aren't already a fan of awful dishes like this, you surely will be after dining here. Chef Jean-François Page cooks this signature dish on a bed of walnut shells in a hot box before serving them with morels and walnut mousseline. Josephine Chez Dumonet. This century-old bistro with its lace curtains, bent wood chairs, and cut glass room partitions is precisely why you endure all those cramped hours in economy on your flight out to Paris. The beef bourguignon is by far the best we've found in town. The dish is created by patiently simmering meat to create a savory, flavorful sauce from all the juices. You'll probably want to book a table in advance, and don't forget to try the fantastic Grand Marnier soufflé to round out your meal. Menkicchi. Smack dab in the heart of downtown Paris, halfway between the Louvre and the Opera Garnier, you'll stumble upon a handful of Japanese and Asian restaurants around Rue Sainte-Anne and its intersecting streets. Menkicchi is known for its gyoza and ramen. Locals are particularly fond of Le Special ramen, which is served with handmade noodles and pork bouillon. The dish is topped with a marinated egg and generous slice of pork breast. To add a little more umami and splash of color to the bowl, the ramen is accented with seaweed. La Bourse et la Vie. This bistro is actually Chef Daniel Rose's second Parisian restaurant. Since opening, it's become one of the city's best. Rose delivers near-perfect versions of traditional French dishes that people come from all over to taste. His superb foie gras de canard arrives at the table sitting atop a French artichoke heart with a swizzle of shallot vinaigrette. We highly recommend the braised lamb neck Provençal style as well. Juveniles. This bistro and wine bar is an excellent place to indulge in French comfort while enjoying a fantastic bottle of wine without having to book at least a quarter year in advance. Founded by a Scottish wine merchant and expat, Tim Johnston, this restaurant is now run by Tim's daughter Margot and her boyfriend Romain Rodot. Rodot heads up the kitchen while Margot runs the dining room. The two create a culinary experience that consistently lives up to their motto of always delivering the goods. The menu is seasonal, but the kitchen shows off its own unique style with offerings like celery soup served with cockles, chives, and cream. The ducking fillet with chestnuts and Swiss chard is also rather remarkable, as is the scallops with leeks, parsley cream, and baby potatoes. La Maquis. Situated in the 18th district, far and removed from the tourist scene, this friendly neighborhood bistro has developed a cult following consisting of discerning locals and out-of-towners alike. Chefs Albert Touton and Paul Baudier have orchestrated a menu composed of dishes with a distinct Southern French and Italian slant. The house-made pastas are extraordinary, while the ceviche with botarga and the pork belly cooked in cider are also noteworthy. Frenchie. Chef Gregory Marchand opened this contemporary restaurant 12 years ago in La Sentier, Paris's oldest and most historic garment district. Ever since the establishment opened its doors, it's been seen as a local institution. Marchand's dishes are incredibly inventive and draw upon his experience cooking in London and New York. If you want to get a good idea of what's trending in Paris right now, look no further than his tasting menu. The scamorza stuffed agnolotti, coupled with pickled squash and the guinea hen breast with treviso, are both phenomenal offerings. You'll have to make reservations far in advance, but it'll be worth the effort. Now it's time to hear from you. Did we miss any of your favorites in Paris? Let us know in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.